When a nation stood divided between two gods, one prophet stood alone. The land was gripped by a devastating drought, a divine judgment for abandoning the one true God for the worship of Baal. On the summit of Mount Carmel, a nation gathered. On one side stood King Ahab, Queen Jezebel, and their 450 prophets of Baal. Elijah's voice boomed across the silent crowd. How long will you waver between two opinions? If the Lord is God, follow him. But if Baal is God, follow him. No one dared to answer. Let us both prepare a bull for sacrifice, but put no fire under it. You call on the name of your God, and I will call on the name of the Lord. The God who answers by fire, he is God. The people agreed. This would be the ultimate test. From morning until noon, they cried out, "O Baal, answer us!" They leaped and danced around the altar they had made, their voices growing more desperate with each passing hour. But there was nothing. No voice, no answer, no sign. Perhaps he is deep in thought, or busy, or traveling. Maybe he is sleeping and must be awakened. Stung by his words, they worked themselves into a frenzy, shouting and cutting themselves with swords and spears until their blood flowed, a ghastly ritual to gain their god's attention. But as the sun began to set, only an eerie silence answered their pleas. Their god was powerless. Then, it was Elijah's turn. With quiet confidence, he called the people to him. He took 12 stones, one for each tribe of Israel, and repaired the broken-down altar of the Lord. He dug a trench around it, arranged the wood, and placed the sacrifice upon it. Then he did something truly astonishing. "Fill 4 large jars with water," he commanded, "and pour it on the offering and on the wood." They did it. "Do it again," he said. They did. "Do it a 3rd time." Water drenched the sacrifice, filled the trench, and soaked the very ground beneath the altar. With all eyes fixed on him, Elijah stepped forward and prayed. It wasn't a frantic shout or a desperate plea. It was a simple, powerful prayer of faith. "Lord, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Israel, answer me, Lord, answer me, so these people will know that you, Lord, are God, and that you are turning their hearts back again." For a moment, silence hung in the air. Then it happened. A flash of brilliant light, a deafening roar. Fire didn't just light the wood, it fell from heaven. A pillar of divine flame descended, consuming everything. It vaporized the sacrifice, burned the wood, incinerated the stones of the altar, and licked up every last drop of water in the trench. The crowd gasped, then fell on their faces as one. A wave of awe and terror swept over them. A single, unified cry rose from the mountain, a thunderous declaration of truth that echoed through the valley below. "The Lord, he is God! The Lord, he is God!" On that day, a nation divided was brought back to its knees before the one true King. If this story inspired you, hit that like button and subscribe for more epic biblical retellings. Thanks for watching.